How to build a music business that replaces your job. This is going to be a full-on training showing you the exact model that I've used to go full-time with my music and how I'm helping my clients do the same thing. So let's get into the video. First of all, here's who this is and is not for. I want to make that clear just so you don't waste your time if you're the wrong person. So this is for expert music producers. It's also for expert music coaches. So if you're a vocal coach, a piano coach, guitar coach, production coach, any of those things, this is going to be perfect for you. If you want to build an online business, if you want to make 5 to 20K a month, you want to make money from your sweats and slippers, and you're sick of the industry games, this video is definitely going to be for you. Here's who this is not for, though, okay? I want to make this really clear because I get a lot of people that I talk to that they're just not the right fit, and I just want to make it like super clear. So this is not for you if you're a rapper, recording artist, or singer trying to pursue your solo career. I'm not going to teach you how to promo yourself or get noticed, and I'm not going to teach you how to get concert gigs or get more Spotify streams, okay? It's not for beginners or intermediates, meaning if you're still not that good at your craft, I'm going to show you how to sell your services for 4-figure packages. So if you're not that good at what you do, you're not going to be able to sell your services. This is super direct and kind of douchey, but if you're bummy, you have a broke mindset, or you're unintelligent, if that even remotely offends you, then that's probably you, and you can just get off the video. If you hate sales, think sales is sleazy, think sales and business ruins the purity of music, go ahead and leave the video and stay broke. Don't really care. If you're broke, living paycheck to paycheck, unemployed, don't have the means to deploy capital, okay? I teach paid ads because it works better than anything else. And also, I sell a one-to-one build with you program, which is why I make these free YouTube videos. So if you're broke financially, I'm not going to be able to help you, and my video probably won't either. All right, cool. We got that out of the way. I want to go through my story with you so that I know what I'm actually talking about. So I started out personally as a recording artist, rapper, and songwriter. I then learned production, mixing, and mastering. And then I actually started making money as a producer, selling beats, mixing, mastering. This is me with Legion Beats. He's a 7-figure producer. I got to learn from him. And basically fast forwarding in the story, let me zoom out. Those pictures look better. Got married to my wife, Erica, October 29th, 2021. End of 2022, my story, I'll zoom back in. Situation was, I was 25K in credit card debt, making $2,000 a month as a youth basketball coach. 2023, I launched Rapid Fire Music Academy, teaching recording artists how to produce their own music. Worked 3 jobs for the first 6 months, and I was sending 50 cold DMs a day to artists, and by the way, that did not work very well. In May of 2023, I love this picture of us. I met my mentor, Jeremy Pogue, and he taught me how to run paid ads the right way. From May to November 2023, I scaled my music business to 20K a month. This was my first time I ever did 20K in a month. Then in 2024, I met my mentor, Austin Medlin. I freaking love this picture, dude. This is when I visited him out in Tampa. So fun. Anyway, he helped me double my business in 2024. I did 6 figures in just about 7 months. I don't have a screenshot because I was using multiple payment processors in 2025, but I did over 6 figures from April to November in 2025. So that is pretty much my story, and I want to basically go over things that you're probably doing. So here's some stupid industry stuff that you might be doing, okay? Sync placements for TV shows, movies, or commercials. I'm gonna break down why all these suck. Also, look, I'm not against any of these to the point where you shouldn't do them. Like if you want to do them, do them. Like go right ahead, and you can make money with all these things. Like everyone knows, with sync, you can get huge sync payouts. The problem is with sync. First of all, you're literally shooting in the dark to even get a sync placement. It's complete luck. You have no control over it at all. And even if you get paid, let's say you land a sync placement. Do you know how long it takes to actually get paid out? Let's actually look it up. Let's go look it up here in ChatGPT. Hey chat, if I'm a music producer and I land a sync placement with a TV show, commercial, or movie, typically, how long does it take for me to actually receive the money? Let's see what chat has to say about it. Let's see what it says. By the way, this is completely impromptu. This could prove me wrong. Short answer, not fast. Sync money is real, but it's slow, fragmented, and a lot of producers wildly underestimate the weight. Here's the no BS timeline. Typical payout 30 to 90 days after the project airs or is delivered. You usually don't get paid the day you sign. Network studios and ad agencies run net 30, net 60, net 90-day payment terms. Reality check, if someone tells you I just landed a sync, there's a good chance they haven't seen $1 yet. Back end, this is where most producers get confused. Paid PROs, typical 6 to 12 month payouts. Commercials, this is why sync is not predictable income unless you have the volume. Hard truth. This is from the internet. Sync is not a cash flow strategy. It's a bonus, not a business foundation. One placement won't change your life. Most sync success stories leave out the lag time and inconsistency. If you're broke now, sync will not save you this year. All right, we don't need to keep reading, but you get the picture. Next one, placements with big artists. It's kind of the same thing, but this is also shooting in the dark. You have to network, you have to cold email, you have to meet people, you have to shake hands. And it's the same thing. I'll even ask chat. Thanks for all that information, chat. What about landing a placement with a big artist who's signed to a record label? Let's just see what it says about that. I'm so glad I thought when I was planning this video, I wasn't going to use chat, but as I'm filming it, I'm like, why don't I ask chat? The short answer, you can wait anywhere from 3 months to over a year to see money, and sometimes you never see what you think you're owed. Let's break it down. So this is getting placements with big artists. Typical timeline, 30 to 120 days after contracts are signed. I'm going to just skip all this because it's kind of the same crap, as you can kind of skim through it and see, as sync placements for TV shows, movies, and commercials. Okay. Next one, and I'm just going to talk about this one myself. Working for free, hoping they'll pay you for the next project. I'm sure you've tried this where you work pro bono. It's like, hey, I'll do a free one for you, and then the next project, you can pay me, and then they get the free project, and then guess what they do? Oh, we're going to keep shopping for other people. They're just going to take the free song. It's not a strategy for you to do it. It's just stupid. Spotify streaming revenue. Dude, I don't even need to go into this, but fuck it, I will. Hey, chat, how many streams do I need to earn to make $10,000 per month as a music producer? Let's see what it says. And let's actually do this. How many streams across all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all of them, do I need to earn to average making $10,000 per month? Let's see what it says. All right, okay. So to make $10,000 a month, you need 2.5 million to 3.5 million streams per month. That's every month consistently. The actual math, you're making that much per stream. So yeah, that's middle of the road. What most producers miss, this assumes you own the masters. So if you split with the artist, your producer appoints your sign, cut that number in half or worse. So if you own 20... Yeah. Let's say I own 50% of the masters. Then how many streams do I have to make as a music producer to make $10,000 a month? All right, let's do the math. Let's see what happens. So you need 5.5 million to 6 million streams per month. So that's an easy one to kill. So, dude, if you're trying all these things, saying this is my goal for this year is get a placement or get a placement on a TV show, I'm going to work for free, or, I'm going to try and get my Spotify streams up. I mean, I get it. It's not your fault for thinking that these are viable income streams. However, it's not your fault for thinking that. It is your fault, though. I mean, dude, I just did you're a fucking grown-up adult, and, you know how to use the internet. I think at this point, if you're still trying any of these things, it is kind of stupid. So it's not your fault for playing this game because this is the industry. But at this point, bro, it's like, what are we doing here? Right now, I want to go over some other things here, which is the internet marketing stuff, which is a little bit better, but these still suck. Sending cold DMs. There's actually a few producers I've seen on the internet who push sending cold DMs. Now, I'm going to be the first to say, I actually don't think cold DMs don't work. I'm not going to sit here and say they don't work. Actually, all of these things can work. They just suck. And I'm going to tell you why. To get to 10,000... Okay, so I've done cold DMs, by the way. It's extremely taxing. It's very tedious, and it's really freaking annoying. It's time-consuming as well. Okay? For you to get a client to pay you any amount of money with cold DMs, you'll probably have to send anywhere from, I don't know, 250 cold DMs to get a client. And that client might pay you 200, 250, 500 bucks maybe. So if you want to make $10,000 a month, like the math's just not going to add up. Sending cold DMs sucks. It's time consuming. It's hard. And it's also, it's one of those things where if you want to get leads, meaning like when you send a DM to someone cold, that's a lead. You have to do the thing to get the lead. That sucks. That means if you don't do it, you don't get leads. The other one is website to get people to fill out their personal information for a free production consultation when we all know it's a fucking sales call. And you're probably barely booking or taking any sales calls, so this is clearly not fucking working. Go to my website. Check out my website. Check out my work. You can fill it. It's just like, bro, god damn, bro. Like, come on, bro. The other one, and like, by the way, this is you. I'm actually a little more proud of you because you're actually running ads, but you're guessing your way through running ads. You're sending people to your website. We just talked about why that sucks. You might have a video sales letter where you send people to a video explaining what you do, getting people to book a call. So we just talked about the website and why that sucks. Video sales letter. You know, I personally watch guys like Jeremy Haynes, who is like all about getting to $1 million a month. And he talks about the video sales letter funnel is the king funnel. And I agree. Getting to $100,000 a month or $1 million a month is you got to have a system where you don't need to manually be DMing people. However, to get to the point where you're currently at sitting watching this video, from 0 to 10K a month or 0 to 20K a month, a video sales letter sucks. Video sales letters are I'm not going to say his name, but I just talked to a friend of mine. He's an online coach, so he's running an online info business. I'm not going to say who he is. I don't want to air him out, but you know, he's done follow ads, DM ads, and he's currently running a VSL funnel. Okay. And I asked him, why are you trying to run the VSL funnel? And he said, I want to run the VSL funnel. And by the way, this guy makes a lot of money. Like he's making well over 50, 60, 70 grand a month, like well over that. Guy's made a few $1 million already in the last couple of years. Like he knows what he's doing. But I was like, yeah, why are you not running like follow ads or DM ads? He's like, dude, it's not fully scalable. Because, you know, you got to manually be in there, right? DMing people. He said, however, the VSL funnel is great. Like you should try to crack the VSL funnel as early as you can, but it's extremely hard. My boy, who I'm talking to you right now, he's spending $1,000 per day on ads. Let that sink in. Spending $1,000 per day on ads. I was just texting him the other day. He spent, you know, it was 10 days into January. He spent $10,000 on ads and made $11,000 back, mind you, which is solid. He's like, you know, I just got to see what it looks like at the end of the month. But he's going to end up spending $30,000 this month on ads. I don't think it takes that much to crack his VSL funnel, but you're kind of now getting into the realm of reality where you're spending upwards of at least $200 per day on ads. So if you want to make a VSL funnel work, your little $5, $10, $15, $20, $30, $40, $50, $100 per day ad budget is not going to fucking cut it for a VSL funnel. End of discussion. The other thing is you might have tried boosting posts. I used to boost posts as well. It's where you go on the Instagram.com website on your computer. You click the blue boost post button. I used to do that and it actually works. It still does work. I don't teach that strategy anymore to my clients. We actually use Ads Manager to run our ads, which are profile visit ads. I'll talk about those in a minute. But the problem is you're boosting posts. You just have no idea where to go. Like you probably boost posts and then like you probably suck at DMing or don't even know to be DMing people. You don't book calls. You probably don't have your Calendly optimized. You probably don't have a post booking page. You probably suck at sales. Like you're just literally boosting posts and maybe DMing people trying to book calls, but you don't have shit dialed in after that. So let me help you in this video by fucking figuring all this out with you. Okay. So first thing, like the way I was able to scale is first of all, you got to have something high ticket. So here's things you might be saying. And I didn't, you know, I mostly pulled this from people I actually work with and people I've talked to. First one, I can't find artists who will pay me what I'm worth, so I'll just have to work for free or charge low prices. This is a victim mentality, and the reason is because you don't have a system in place to get enough leads. You're probably only also speaking to 1 to 3 new artists per month at most. So cut all this. Do I have what's that? I want to use that. There's that way you can cross it out, but whatever. Cut that shit. Cut that victim mentality shit, bro. Stop talking like this. It's just victim shit. Next one. If I charge too much, people will say no. Yeah, you're right. There will be people who say no. By the way, bro, let me just even pause right there. Bro, what the fuck is so wrong with people saying no, bro? Are you that afraid of rejection that you don't even want to charge money because your fragile little ego is going to be afraid to hear no? And if someone says no, that means it's not working. Let me hit you with the reality of some numbers here. You only need to close 2 or 3 out of 10, and you can make a full-time income if you charge high enough. So sit here and think about that for a second. That means that you can literally make a full-time let's say 3 out of 10 on the high end. 3 out of 10 on the high end, okay? And you take, let's just call it like that, 3 out of 10 on the high end. You can make a full-time income where you close 3 out of 10, which means 7 out of 10 people will say no to you. Let that sink in. 7 out of 10 will say no. It's called sales, bro. It's called sales. Toughen up and realize that this is the game. But your problem, again, is that you don't have consistent leads coming in the door on autopilot. You don't have a good offer and you suck at sales. The other thing, and this one's a little more fair. I don't even know what I would offer people for high ticket. That's fine. It's not your fault. And you probably just haven't had any real help developing an offer. But here's the deal. You can't keep offering a commodity like production, mixing, and mastering and expect artists to show up credit cards in hand ready to pay you thousands of dollars. Even if you've got millions of streams, Billboard charting songs, Grammy nominations, and you're a Grammy winner. Dude, guess what? None of that shit matters. They don't matter at all. Because an artist can literally use Suno AI, and you know this, an artist can use Suno AI to generate a better beat than what you make and use AI mixing and mastering to get their whole song done. Why would they pay you thousands of dollars for a fucking commodity? Oh, I've got hundreds of millions of streams. It's like, dude, you're in the wrong game, bro. Now, you can sit here and and you can use AI, AI is ruining the music industry. That's what's Well, dude, guess what? I have clients getting paid thousands of dollars in this AI world. So it's not AI, it's you. Okay. Now I'm going to go off here, rip and rant a little bit. You need to come up with a specialized offer. That's really what it takes. You need to come up with a specialized offer for a unique, wealthy-minded person. That's important. You need to solve a problem for someone who's got a rich mindset. I don't even mean you need to necessarily work with super wealthy artists, as long as someone's rich in the mindset. I think that's the difference between rich and broke people. Broke people are broke in the mindset. Rich people are rich in the mindset. It's not a bank account thing, because I have had clients pay me who are not necessarily rich in the bank, but they are rich in the mindset. By the way, I very rarely, if ever, closed somebody on a sale that's had a broke mindset. I'll tell you that much. So the challenge here is not, oh, artists won't pay me. No, it's the fact that you're talking to a bunch of broke-minded artists. So first of all, you need to identify a rich-minded artist, solve a specific, unique problem for them, and then package up all of your skills, knowledge, and expertise into an offer that is worthwhile. Okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to show you is the music social funnel. Now, this is the funnel that I've created and that I use and that I obviously help my clients with. There's a couple of things here. We're going to zoom in here. I'm going to talk about each one of these parts of the process. So here's how the entire system works. At the top of the funnel, I use, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples of ads, but we use Instagram profile visit ads to get people to come at the top of the funnel. So you remember how you were talking about how, you haven't had artists, it's hard to find artists who will pay you. But then you and I identified that it's not about that. It's that you don't even talk to enough people, because remember, we talk about cold DMing, right? As an example, you just don't have the volume, because here's why cold DMing doesn't work. If you don't send the DMs, you don't get leads. But what's really great about these ads is, so first of all, ads versus cold DMs. Ads are just amazing, because you literally now have leads coming in on autopilot. It takes you zero time, energy, and attention. Now, the reason I personally like to use profile visit ads, here's why. Now, profile visit ads versus ads to a website or ads to a VSL. We are leveraging what Instagram wants. Okay. Instagram's going to help you either way. But if you say, hey, Instagram, I want you to help me get people off Instagram and go to my website. Instagram's going to be like, okay, we can help you, but because we don't really want that to happen, we're going to charge you more money. You also have to, your website has to load. So people have to click your website. So you're already going, you have friction now with Instagram, first of all. That's going to increase your lead cost. Second of all, you have to wait for your page to load. That's going to increase your lead cost because leads might not even let the page load. Why? Because leads are doom scrolling while they're on the toilet, at the red light, or in line for the grocery store. So they might be scrolling, click your ad, and if they have to wait for the page to load, and then they get to the grocery store and they go, hey, do you want bags today? They're going to look up from their phone and be like, oh yeah, and then they're done. Or they're at the fucking red light scrolling, they look up, it's a green light, and they put their phone away and your shit didn't load. They're on the toilet, they click, they're done doing their business, and then they go, oh, I'm done, I'm going to grab my toilet paper now, and now they're done looking at your page. If it takes a ton of time for your page to load, those little milliseconds, you're screwed. So then once they get on the page, you have to now look at headline, subheadline. What are you actually offering people? And what you're probably doing, what you've seen other people do, is now they have to give you their personal information for a free production strategy call. Again, I'm not going to run you through all those little scenarios we just went through, but you can already get the picture as to why those things don't work. As opposed to running profile visit ads where you click, actually right on the ad, they can just click follow right then and there. So you're going to already grab your leads right there. If the little button pops up that says visit Instagram profile, they click it, they can just click follow. So at whatever situation they're at, if they're at the red light and it turns green, they could look down and click follow real quick. If the person at the check line says, you want bags today, click follow. Yeah, sure. Right. If they're about ready to finish up their business in the stall, they can click follow and then go, you know what I mean? It's just like, boom, you got the lead. So profile visit ads ads are great because it brings in leads on autopilot. Profile visit ads to get from 0 to 20K a month, 30K, 40K, 50K a month is the best way to do it because you're going to grab all the leads. Cool. We got that covered. Next is how we actually nurture people. So for me personally, I break the belief for you and my clients that you need to go viral with content. No, you fucking do not, actually. I think content is one of the most overrated, overhyped things in the fucking world. The way you convert people, which we'll talk about here, is one-to-one interactions through DMs and having calls. But we do want to use content. But what I do is I help my clients build sustainable content strategies. I got from 0 to 10K a month posting 3 times a week on Instagram, 3 times a week on Instagram, and 0 times per week on YouTube. Now, obviously, I've been full-time for 3 years now, so I post a lot on Instagram and twice a week on YouTube. I have the time, energy, attention, plus I fucking enjoy making these videos, so it's not like a big problem. But for all my clients, when they start with me, bro, I don't even have them post more than 3 times a week. And the only purpose of your content is to speak to your ideal client, like I said, who has a rich mindset. You don't need to get a lot of likes. You don't need to get a lot of comments. You don't need to get a lot of views. You simply need to make content that is strategically placed for these people who come in on autopilot from the top of funnel so that they know you're the right person to talk to. That's literally it. The other great thing is you probably just want to sit at home and make fucking music all day, right? Like you're not even trying to send DMs, get on calls, or make content. I get it. I'm really not either. I'd rather just be making songs all day. Well, guess what? Your music is going to play the perfect role in you actually making money because you can use your music to demonstrate your expertise. Isn't that great? So when you make music, like I can show you later, but I might not. It might not be important, but you can use I use my music and integrate it into my content strategy because music sells everything but itself. So it's great because you're now going to have more of an excuse to make music. You could just make music content 3 times a week and people be like, dude, your music's super cool. And then when you're in the DMs with them, telling them you can help them with their music, they're going to believe you because you make music. So that's where content comes in. The next part is converting DMs and sales calls. Simple as that. Like, where you're going to make money and convert people is not through content. It's going to be through having DM conversations where you qualify people, ask them strategic questions, make sure that they have money, make sure that they're serious, make sure you can serve and support them, book them in for a call. I personally love just using Calendly. I guess people can use like Typeform too, but I just use Calendly. It's super easy to set up. You can do a free or like a really cheap $15 or $20 a month with Calendly. You can ask questions in the Calendly. You can have emails and text messages sent out to them. You can have a video that you send to people. I call it a pre-call video, which is a complete make or break. And one of the things I do with my clients is I actually make their pre-call video script for them and with them. Basically what that means is after someone books a call with you, they're going to get sent some information. Like you want to send them information so that before they hop on a call with you, they're pre-nurtured. And I literally help my clients. There's so much shit that I do with my clients. I literally just tip the iceberg on one of the things, which is I literally make my clients their pre-call video scripts. By the way, I also script all of your ads for you for the entire duration of us working together. I don't know how much longer I'll even be able to keep doing that, but as of right now, I am still doing that. But then I also like the thing that you do is after you DM them, after they've booked a call with your Calendly, they've watched your video, they show up to a call, and then you have a sales call with them. I like to ask strategic questions. I mean, dude, if you book a call with me, you'll see, but I like to ask strategic questions. I like to pre-handle objections in discovery so that by the end of the call, there should be no objections. Even if there is objections, you can still strategically handle them without being sleazy or pushy because sales is a service. We're going to talk about sales here in a minute. The final thing is delivery. You actually delivering for your clients. You want to have fun delivering. Like delivery should be the most fun, favorite part that you do. You should have fun with whatever it is you do. You should also be delivering a high value to your clients. I wanted to also show a couple examples of ads, like because people have asked me like, well, what is the actual ad? So I'm going to show you. I've got two examples. Also, start with $20 a day. I've got a client who's spending $30 a day, which is great. And I told him, I'm like, dude, I'm super happy. That's good. Start with $20, $30 a day. For content, only post 3 times a week. So for ads, I'm actually running 2 different types of ads. I don't have any clients running the 7-second reels, by the way. I have not told any of them. I'm like, for all my clients, I'm like, do a talking head, but I'll show you. And let me just make sure this is all good. I mean, there's no audio to it anyways, but I've run ads like this. It's a 7-second with some text on screen, and then I've got like a long caption. And I'm actually running this as an ad right now. I just started that today. And then I've got this one, which is a talking head ad. This one's printing for me. It's fucking amazing. This one's working super well. I literally freestyled this entire ad. I mean, I knew the script super well back and forth. I was in a studio in LA. I was like, guys, pull out your phone. Like, I'm going to fucking rip an ad right now. So they're pretty simple. So that's like the music social funnel on the marketing side. The last side is sales. So look, here's the deal. Sales is a service. You don't need to be sleazy, nor should you be sleazy. You should be serving and supporting people. And here's the deal. If you want to get paid thousands of dollars, you need to get on one-to-one video sales calls, talk to people, ask them intelligent questions, and pitch them your fucking offer. You cannot expect people to show up credit card in hand if you're not going to have a conversation with them. Simple as that. Part of what I do in my program is literally teach you sales, give you your sales framework, customize it, and we even review sales calls. Like I will review your sales calls with you, and so we can, obviously privately, so like other people don't have to be watching us, and we can literally like review your shit live so that I can help you become elite at sales. I'm going to show you a couple examples here. This is my client, Allie. Bro, I have to be honest with you. And by the way, these client results, just so you know, I do want to be real. These are not super typical results. Like I'm being on, and I don't guarantee I'm going to get you these results. No fucking way. But I do want to show these because these just came in recently within the last couple days. And I wanted to show these. This is amazing. So Allie, you guys, I just closed my first client, 1.5K up front, 1.5K in a few weeks. So it's a 3K client. And I literally haven't even set up my ad yet. This is a cold lead, someone who found my Insta, qualified in the DMs, nurtured in a 4-day challenge. She did like a 4-day one-on-one challenge with the lady, and closed today with no hesitation. What is life? So Allie, she only is helping women. She's helping female singer-songwriters. She calls her tribe songwriter girlies, or singer girlies. I can't remember, but it's one of those. Teaches them how to take their fucking take their voice memos and songs that they've written and turn them into finished demos and get their songs released. So sick. Condor, I really want to show this. I'm going to show you the video he made, but close someone for 1K. This is so fucking funny, dude. Close someone for 1K to mentor them on production for 1 call a week on BandLab for 3 months. Not the offer I've been preparing for at all, but customized it right before the call. I didn't get Klarna enabled on my Stripe in time, so $300 for the first month to start. Condor's doing custom production, but this person said she needed help and she's using BandLab and she wants to learn how to produce. So he got scrappy with it and he decided to customize an offer. Let me show you this video he made.
I was confident I could help them. This person was a complete beginner, wanted to learn production. I knew I could help them either way. It just was a matter of just like hopping on a call and asking them questions and just like being very genuine and honest. Just the newness of having a client you didn't expect. I think that just still, that energy, I think everything just came together really well. Yeah, I think I spent like $60 on that. $1,000 offer I gave them. Just to be honest and be genuine. Like I went into the call also like, hey, I've also never taught someone before. Like if you want to learn from me, you'll be my first student, but I'm willing to do this. Like I think, just like being genuine is the best you can be if you don't know what else to be.
Dude, so just again, this was Condor's first ever sales call taken. The guy was a software engineer before that. High level software engineer, mind you, but guy doesn't have a background in sales. Spent $60 on his ad, booked and took his first call, and landed a client. This is the power of sales. So anyways, listen, there's some more client results if you want to go to my Instagram account. Like it's getting a little silly at this point. How many clients I've helped, what I've helped them do. But listen, if you want help with this stuff, you go ahead and shoot me a DM on Instagram with the word ready. I would love to see if I can help you. Obviously, I can't help everybody, but look, if you're the right fit, if you're ready to rock and roll, send me a DM with the word ready on Instagram and let's get this shit popping.